12 things I wish I knew before coming to the United States as an international student to study. So if you are an international student, prospective student, you are watching this video, you have plans of studying abroad. Probably you've gotten your visa approved, or you've gotten your Form I-20, you are looking forward to book an appointment date to go for your visa interview. This video will be very useful for you. So you want to pin this video and later you can come back to it and watch this video, because there are things that you need to know as an international student before you come to the United States, because it's going to really help you so that when you come here, you don't get surprised. And when you come here, you'll be able to just go through whatever thing that you might encounter, whatever challenges or whatever difficulties that you might encounter. So the first thing on my list, the first thing that I wish I knew how to do before coming to the United States was learning how to drive. So if you are watching this, you have plans of studying abroad, but you can't drive or you don't know how to drive, my advice for you will be to start learning how to drive in your home country before you come to the United States. You know, when you come to the United States, there are a lot of things that you are juggling through or you are trying to grapple with and all of that. You might not get the time to learn how to drive. That is the first reason. And two, learning how to drive in the United States can be very expensive depending on the states where you find yourself. Sometimes the cost ranges from $40 to $65 per lesson. So you can imagine. Meanwhile, if you were to learn how to drive in your home country, it would have been less cheaper than the amount of money that I just mentioned. So if you don't want to find yourself in that situation, you want to learn how to drive in your home country before you come to the United States. Because when you come and the academic year starts, you know, sometimes it can be very tedious. You wouldn't get the time to learn how to drive, which is not really going to help in your case. So you want to make sure you do all of that. And the second point that I wish I knew how to do, or the second thing that you can also learn if you're a prospective student coming to the United States to study, is to be valuable. What do I mean by be valuable? What I mean by that is for you to learn a skill. Learn how to do something with your hand. If you're a lady, you can learn how to braid hair. If you're a guy, you can start learning how to, trim the guy's hair and all of that. It's going to help you. It's not just that, like learn a skill. The reason why I'm saying this is because sometimes your talent alone might not fetch you a job even as you are done with school. Your talent alone is not going to help you as an international student. You have to build on that talent. You have to learn some skills. You have to learn some certifications. You have to finish that degree that you started. Don't sit down waiting for an opportunity to hit you before you start doing something. No, do something. Whatever thing you started, make sure you are finishing that. Learn something. Learn some soft skills and some hard skills. You can take some courses on Coursera. You can take some courses on Udemy. Some of these courses are free. Shape your skills. Shape your analytical, creative thinking skills. Whatever thing you can lay your hands on and build on it, please do it, because like I said, it's going to help you when you come here as an international student. Because probably the course you are going to do, that course alone might not get you your dream job. That course alone might not get you where you want to be. So it is very imperative to make a conscious effort of learning some additional skills that will always make you stand out even in the job market. So please pay attention to that. Be valuable, learn a skill, whatever thing you've started doing in your home country so far as building and developing soft and hard skills are concerned. Please make sure you are focusing on that. Make sure you are spending more time in that area, because it's going to help you when you come to the United States. The third point is for you to learn how to cook. Should I repeat it? My guys, are you here? Learn how to cook. Buying food outside in the United States can be very expensive, and honestly, some of the foods that they sell here, and it might not be something that you enjoy, or it might not be something that is homemade. So you want to learn how to cook. When I came here, I didn't know how to cook, but as time went on, I made a conscious effort of putting in the work to learn how to cook on my own and for myself, right? And now we have University of YouTube. I keep on saying it. If you're a guy, you are watching this, you can't cook. There are a lot of content creators on YouTube, like food content creators, that they will teach you from the start to finish how to cook. So please make sure you invest some time in that, because when you come here, nobody is going to cook for you, especially if you find yourself in a state where the international students there is not like a lot. They are low in number. Maybe sometimes when you find yourself in a place where the international students are a lot, sometimes you might get someone who cooks like some African food, and you can pay the person for the person to cook for you, right? Or you can pay the person for the person to help you with your cooking. But you want to save yourself from some of these troubles. You want to save yourself from some of these things. You're a guy, learn how to cook. It's not a sin for you to know how to cook as a guy. You have to learn how to cook in order for you to save yourself from hunger, because sometimes you come back from campus, you are very hungry, And you can't just depend on ordering food online from Uber Eats and whatsoever, because those foods can be very expensive. Mind you, when you order those foods, you are going to be taxed. And it's not just the tax, you also have to make sure that you are tipping one way or the other. And sometimes they will even add, it's not even sometimes, they will add shipping fees to it. So if you are buying a food for, let's say, 20 bucks, by the time you are done, you are paying close to like 25 or 26 or 27 bucks. So please pay attention to that, because the money you might use in buying food every time from outside, you can really spend cheaper and buy some foodstuffs and cook, if you're a guy or a lady. So please pay attention to that, and make sure you work on that. It's not just for the guys. There are some ladies who are also not good at it. So please pay attention to this and work on it before you come to the United States. Another point, or the fourth point for you to know, or I wish I knew when I was coming, is buying more food or bringing more food as compared to clothes when you are coming to the United States. So this, some people might take it differently. People too might agree with me with what I'm coming to say. But when you are coming to the United States, don't bring a lot of clothes. You come and find a lot of clothes here that some of them are even very cheaper. And those winter jackets that you bought that filled your bag up, when you come here, you realize that, especially if you find yourself in a place where the weather is very cold, like the temperature is very cold and very down, and you realize that the winter jacket you brought from your home country will not do any good job for you. So you might, in the long run, discard it and buy a new winter jacket, a proper one that will be able to stand or withstand the weather. So enough of the clothes. Like I said, when you come here, you'll be able to buy some of these clothes. Bring a lot of food. Bring a lot of food. And if I say a lot of food, you know what I'm talking about. That gari, bring it. Bring a lot of food, because you are going to miss it when you come here. You might not get an African shop in the state where you might find yourself, or even if you get an African shop, the things there are expensive. Imagine going to an African shop and buying one ball of kenke for $6 or $5. I don't want to do the exchange rate, but I know you've done it. Now imagine if you are buying one ball of kenke in Ghana for like 50 cedis or like 40 cedis, one ball of kenke, right? But it also makes sense, because some of these foods, they are not made here. People ship it way from Ghana, and sometimes they'll tell you, oh, we added the shipping fee and all of that. You'll get some Ghanaian food, but you might not get the authenticity aspect of it. You might not get, that taste that, let's say, if you were to be in Ghana, you were going to get. So please bring a lot of food if you can. And I'm not saying this to say that when you bring a lot of food, it's going to take you like the whole 2 years or the whole 4 years that you're going to be here for your study. That is impossible. It can never happen that way. But at least bring a lot of foodstuffs, food that will be able to take care of you for the whole semester. Sometimes there are some foods that I brought that even took me like the whole year, like the whole 1 year. I was still depending on that kind of food stuff that I brought. So please, if you are watching this, you are saying, okay, Evans mentioned some of the food. You can bring gari, you can bring like non-perishable foods, foods that you know that can stay long, that will not get rotten in a very short time. So please pay attention to that and bring a lot of food. So normally when you are coming, you have the carry-on bag, you have the check-in bag. So the check-in bag, you can make it 2 big bags, and you can load 1 full check bag with local Ghanaian foods, and 1 full bag you can also do it with clothes. That is just, I'm just trying to say this to just give you a balance. So when you have 2 full bags, 1 full of food, 1 full of clothes, it makes sense, right? But don't make the food small. You put the food in 1 small bag and you go and put the clothes in 1 big bag. You will not need some of the clothes that you're going to bring here in the United States. So please pay attention to that. Key point here, the food is very important. The local food, bring a lot of them. You can bring that Kobe, you can bring that momone. No, momone is not good. It was no, the dogs might smell it at the point of entry. That's just by the way. Have you heard about credit cards? So that is my feed point. Things I wish I knew before coming to the United States. You know, in Ghana, when you buy something and you buy it outright, like you pay outright, that is not the case in United States. United States, everyone is owed. People are on the credit system, like the credit card, right? And it makes a lot of sense, because when you talk about the United States is being run based on the credit system, which really helps the economy. If it's something that does not really help the economy, I believe they would have canceled it a long time ago. But it works pretty much for their country, so I believe that is why they've maintained it for some time now, right? So what do I mean by that? You have to understand how the credit card works. So if you're an international student, you are watching, when you come here, sign up onto a credit system. You will need it. Don't tell me, oh, Evans, I'm not going to need it. Why should I be on a credit system, or why should I get a credit card? You will need it. So the bank that you'll be using might be having a credit system where you can sign up onto that. And also there are separate institutions or independent institutions that solely focuses on the credit system, right? So one popular one that I'll mention is Discover, right? So Discover is the commonly used credit system here in the United States. So once you come as an international student, you have to sign on to a credit system where you get a credit card, and that is going to help you to build what we call the credit score. So when you're going to buy something in future, let's say you want to purchase a car or you want to purchase anything, most of these lenders might want to check your credit score and look into the fact that whenever you take money from this credit, you are able to pay, right? Or whenever you take money from your account, you are able to refund the money, because that is what is going to help them to lend you the car. So it means when you buy something, you don't have to pay outright. You can go and buy a car and they'll give the car to you. You make some down payment and maybe you pay installment later on, right? And it is your credit score that is going to allow them to give you the car. So normally good credit scores ranges from 700 and above. If your credit score is below 700, let's say 630, 600, it means your credit system or your credit score is not really good. So they might still give you the car, but they might increase the interest rate that you're going to put on the car. So that is something that you have to pay attention to. No matter what, whether you like it or not, you live on credit when you come to the United States as an international student. Just that sometimes I was stubborn a little. When I wanted to get my phone, I didn't buy it in installment. I saved the money, went to the place and gave them the money and bought the phone, right? But like I said, if you want to be building your credit score, you don't want to be doing things like that. You want to make sure, when you buy things, sometimes you buy them in installments, or you buy them, you pay some down payment and you pay the other amount of money across maybe a period of years, right? Because that is what is going to help you to build, like I said, your credit score, which a lot of people or a lot of lenders will look at before they give you that car, before they give you that house, before they give you that property. So please pay attention to that, because you are going to need it. I'll make a different video about the credit system and explain it better, because a lot of things goes into it that time might not permit me to share all of them here. But that is something that you should know. Things I wish I knew before coming. You can't work off campus. That is one thing you have to know. You can't work off campus. So sometimes when we advise students to get, or international students, prospective students, to get some form of funding before coming to the United States, sometimes they think, oh, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Oh, you don't want me to come to the United States? No. When you come to the United States without funding, and you are not fortunate to get funding from your department, and you have to go and work some menial jobs on campus, those menial jobs will not be able to cater for your tuition. Your tuition is almost $30,000 or $50,000 annually, $60,000 annually. How are you going to pay for that if you are working at the dining services? You might find jobs, but the jobs that might be able to give you that extra money is off campus. And as per the rules, as per the laws, as an international student, you don't have to work off campus. You have to work on campus. And you have 20 hours to work within the week. So you can imagine, right? That is what I said, that unless you are fortunate enough to get some form of assistantship through your department or through other departments where it is going to cater for your tuition and give you some stipend at the end of the month. But for the most part, if you are not fortunate enough, you might not get it. So you might be compelled to go and work at the canteen, or you might go and work at the dining and go and do some menial jobs on campus, that those jobs wouldn't give you that extra cash to take care of your tuition and give you stipend to take care of your accommodation. So please pay attention to that. That is something that you have to know. So when you sometimes hear international students, oh, when I come, I'll do under the cover job, I'll do under the table. Come and do it. Come and do it, you will see.